Hey everybody, CyberMark here. Today we're going to go over level 2 of the Flaws challenge. Alright, so if you haven't watched my first video where I go over level 1, make sure you go back and watch that one. And without further ado, we're going to dive right into level 2. Let's take a look at the clue here. The next level is fairly similar, with a slight twist. You're going to need your own AWS account for this. You just need the free tier. Alright, so because of this challenge, you will need to sign up for an AWS account. Now, this doesn't mean you have to spin up a bunch of cloud resources. The reason why we need this is because we're going to be using the AWS CLI or command line interface. And in order to leverage the interface, you need to have an account because it'll go for your default profile when you go to execute a command. And so without further ado, let's take a look. Breaking down this clue, we see that fairly similar, meaning we just need to list out a bucket, essentially, is what we have there. If you remember from the first video, we took the URL Flaws.Cloud and we saw how to make an S3 URL out of that. Well, that's not always the case when you have a URL. So instead of doing that, we're going to copy this URL here. All right, and then we're going to use the CLI. So AWS is how you start off the command line. And then we're going to call the S3 service, and we're going to list a specific bucket. So if we paste that out, we need to change the hypertext transfer protocol over to S3. And then we're going to hit enter. And you can see that a couple things came back. So for this level 2 bucket, there's the graphic that we saw on the page. There's the hint page, the hint 2 page, the main page, which is index.html, robots.txt will tell crawlers on the internet what not to search, and then we have our secret file here. So let's copy that, and we are going to append it to the end of our URL here. / paste. While that loads, it should come up with flaws for level 3. All right, so congratulations, we found that secret file. Again, we simply took that level 2 URL and listed that as an S3 bucket using the AWS CLI. Not much to that one. It will take some time to get your AWS account set up if you don't already have one. And so we're going to click here. And this actually gives us a little bit of deeper background into what that vulnerability or what that flaw is. So it used to be that anyone who had an AWS account that was an authenticated user could list out a bucket. That's no longer default as it claims here on the page. However, you may find some older environments that were configured using a third-party tool or the software development kit that may have this option on. So this is one way to check for that. All right, if you found that useful or fun, go ahead and hit the like button. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for watching.